Okay, we are off. Good morning. Jerry right there picked me up at the hotel and brought me back to the trailhead here at Florence-Kelvin. And I actually lost a bite valve, and they actually helped me fix the. There he is. Thank you, Jerry.
Good luck, Tim.
Appreciate it. Take care.
Enjoy your hike.
All right. So this gentleman helped me, and this other guy here that's going to be supporting the race, which starts tonight from Superior to Mount Lemmon. And yeah, I lost my bite valve on my my drip drop, or my whatever you call it, the tube that goes into the bottle that I can drink it from. The straws, my straw. You helped me fix that. I still lost a bite valve, but I was able to get the thing to work. So it's tough, kind of a rough start here. 7:09 isn't too bad for starting out. So we'll see you down the tree. So I was mistaken here. The Ray mine, which is right outside of Kearney, is still in production according to Jerry. I thought it was inactive, but it's not. So the previous video, I had an inactive mine. Not inactive. He said $1.2 billion operation still. So copper. I apologize for that inaccuracy. Kearney actually doesn't have a mine. It's in Ray, which is just, you know, a few miles north. So hopefully I didn't offend anyone saying that was inactive, especially if they worked there. I don't really have a way to go back and change that. Yesterday's, or the day I came into town. Sorry about that. This should be an easy day. I'm looking at mostly flat and 17.7 point miles. And the only weird thing is I got water in like 2 miles and then nothing for like 12. So I'm going to camel up down there at the Pinell County Maintenance. It's got a spigot there, so I don't have to filter it, which is nice. So water's a little bit of a challenge. It's going to be really hot today, but the terrain is like very favorable. I mean, there's nothing really to climb at all, hardly. So I should knock that out. Would be to camp by, I don't know, 3. So be easy day. And where I'm camping is supposed to be, out of the 5 places you can get water at the river, at the Gila River, supposed to be the best, according to a couple of recent comments. So I'm going to camp there because it says there's some flat areas. So I got camp and water, and in 17.7. I'm getting a little bit of a later start. Didn't want to have that trail angel coming too early to pick me up. I mean, I was out there waiting for him at like 5:45, and he came at 6:30, but really a neat guy, though. Taking my picture, and he's going to put it on Facebook and all this stuff. Really cool. The Florence-Kelvin Highway. It's another pickup spot for Kearney. Some folks go there, where I went. It was just really hot that day. I didn't really want to do the next 3 more miles. I could have, but it was easier just to get picked up at the other place. But we're coming up on that Pinell County Maintenance building to get a spigot of water. I'm going to camel up and fill a half a gallon of water for my towel and for gulping, and because we won't have water again for like, I don't know, at least 10 miles or something. It's going to be one of the hotter days today. So it's hard to camel up in the morning because you're not even thirsty yet, but you should still do it. But it's a lot harder in the middle of the day, and you stop at a water and it's easy. You can drink a couple liters, no problem, but just having breakfast and everything. I had packed out a couple of egg sandwiches from the IGA, so I got one I ate already and the other I'll have later. And I made a sandwich, and here's our first look at the Gila River. I don't want to go too close. I don't want to drop this thing in down there. So that's our water source for the next day. There's supposedly a really good spot to grab water, and I'm going to camp there further down the way. One more thing on the hill, a lot of folks go tubing and such. There are sections where it is rougher and more. This is moving pretty good though. This is fed from like New Mexico mountains, I think. Because you know that the CDT, Continental Divide Trail, also crosses the hill a ton of times. Really pretty if you ever get a chance to watch a video of it. Some of the river crossings there are really tough, but it's so pretty down in that area for like, they're down there for like a day crossing that thing. But this is a big water source for Arizona, this thing. I don't know how much snow they got up in New Mexico. I think part of Colorado maybe too. I forget exactly where the Gila gets started at. I mean, this is a big deal for Arizona water. Running water like this, almost want to just jump in. It is kind of cloudy. I mean, it's always kind of on the muddy side. And they had a big norovirus problem last year. But we'll see. I think it's all right this year so far. I've seen comments that they've been drinking it and not having any problems. After filtering, of course. I shouldn't have to filter this coming up because this is going to be a spigot, which will save time. Okay, this is the maintenance building in Pinal County. They even have a couple of little signs. But anybody doing the trail, you know, it's like, I assume you get this here from the trail. You don't. You got to get off the trail, take a road walk. It's fine. It's just, you know, I actually just put a comment in the junction saying, you know, don't follow the trail. You're not going to be, it's down below. You're not going to be able to get back up here. So you got to take it, you're going off trail to get to this thing, just so people know. It's great they got it. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. Got a little picnic table here. Got the phone numbers. Old Time Pizza, shuttle driver James, and then Jeff, the guy who picked me up. But they couldn't take me back because he had to get an AC guy this morning. So Jerry, I don't see Jerry's number on here, but anyway, just thought I'd let people know. Apparently you don't have to filter this water. That'll be great. So there's the valve without the bite valve. It still works. You just got to close the. You got to close the this little lever here. I mean, it still works, but see, here's what the bite valve, along with the bite valve, looks like. You know, obviously, it keeps the water from coming out, so you can leave it unlocked and still get water. So I have my wife going to check with OneDrive or One Bottle to see if they can send me some bite valves. I also have some Camelbacks at home that could be compatible, the bite valves for those. So my wife's going to meet me in Superior and have maybe a couple of those delivered there. I'm only 2 days away from there, so we'll see how that works. But I wanted to show you some of the equipment. You know, I know I had it at the hotel before this morning, and both of them were there. So I'm guessing throwing them into the back of the pickup trucks for the Trail Angel and stuff. And somehow I lost it this morning. It's just, you know, it is what it is. It's not a major emergency because I could still use it. But anyway, just like to explain some of the equipment stuff that you can run into out here. The Trail Angel, Jerry, wanted me to take a few pictures after I got started here because he knows about this canyon. It is pretty awesome. So I see why he wanted me to send him a couple pictures. So I'll certainly do that for him. We had just a couple climbs, nothing crazy. 300 feet and then 200 feet. Nothing to write home about. But get it out of the way early, and then it's mostly down after pretty soon here. We're up back over 3,000 feet again, and then we'll drop all the way down to, I think we're camping at 1,700 or something. Still nice breeze and everything. This is great. Had a great stay at the hotel, and the people were all very welcoming. The IGA, I met Norm. I think I already mentioned that, but he owns the IGA. He took a picture, and you get put a pin on the map where you're from, and Daniel, the guy who runs the bakery, gives you the free pastry and the coffee for the through hikers. And the bagel and biscuit sandwiches, or the biscuit and egg and cheese sandwiches, are awesome. I'm gonna have my second one I packed out. So really good breakfast selections at that IGA if any hikers are going through Kearney. Check this out. An old train trestle there. That's pretty awesome. Now you can see my hobbies are trains, or my interests are trains, baseball, and hiking, obviously. Focus when I see train stuff. My son and I, for years, just always have been so into it. That's a cool old trestle there. The end of this video today, you're going to see some. I did get over to the Ray High School, which is in Kearney. They didn't have a game, but they had practice. So I talked to the coaches, said it was all right if I filmed a little bit of the practice. So at the end of this, you're going to see that. I know practice is not as exciting as watching a little bit of game footage, but I had to show it. And then they're playing Superior tomorrow, but I'm not going to be there yet. Or no, they're playing Superior today at Superior, but I'm still a day away from there. So I missed it by a day. But if the timing works, I think Payson, I'll actually get to see a home game there in Payson, which is a week away or so, week and a half away. Anyway, not that anybody that hikes cares about baseball or trains, but I do, and it's my video. Sorry. I know I'm filming a lot right here, but this was the place that Jerry said to take some pictures. We got the Gila River there, so you can see these gigantic trees. You can actually hear the river if you listen. So it's going to be, we'll be following the Gila the rest of the day and tomorrow somewhat. Don't like him. He's a little bit closer to the trail than the other one was. He's let me know, but that was scary because I came right around that corner. He was right there. We're heading out of here. I ran when I heard him. I just started running away. Good shot of the Gila there. Boy, I'd love to just go dive in that thing. Oops, I have to bleep that out. Very little shade on this section here, so you get lucky, you get one of these big saguaros, which I'm going to stand here for a second. You get just enough shade, but man, no trees. You just got to get into the shade for a little bit. We're at 100 now probably, so no breeze. It's a killer. Not a lot of climbing, but it's just so hot. It doesn't matter whether you're going flat down or what. It's tough. So I took a break at this rock. It's in the sun and everything, but not much of a choice here. If you need a break, you sometimes have to take one in the sun. But tiny breeze helped a little bit, but 15 minutes, ate my turkey sandwich that I packed out, an orange. Got some energy now. We still got about 7 miles, I think, to camp, so we still got 3 hours or so of hiking. We should get into camp like no later than 5, maybe even earlier, but we'll see. The terrain's not too bad. We're gonna stop for water at about 3 miles at the Gila River access. So I will check back at that point probably. Almost out of my water in my gallon jug. That's my water for cooling off my towel under the hat type thing. It's not cool, but it dries in like half an hour, but gives you a half an hour relief of cool damp towel. It was a long 10-mile climb through that canyon. Now we're down at the floor of the Gila River area. That was tough. No shade for 10 miles. And it's 2 o'clock, so the last 2 hours was brutal. Just no shade at all. You saw we took a break at the shade in the sun. That's just tough day. Probably the hottest day because we're the lowest elevation we've been on the whole trip. So it makes it even hotter. It's over 100. But I only got 5 miles to camp, and it should be mostly flat. I'm going to stop at 3 miles to get river. I don't really need water, but I want to. Right now, it's burning hot water you're drinking. So if we get fresh from the Gila, it'll be colder. If that makes any sense. Be dumping out water to get more water. Make sure I'm going the right way here. Look at how tall these things are. This is the tallest saguaro I've seen up in here on the hike so far. This one next door is almost as tall as him or her. Jeez. So the Gila River access here is a bit of a bushwhack down to the river. Fortunately, there was a couple other hikers that had their shorts on and stuff, so they actually volunteered to fill my bag up because you had to walk out into the water to fill your ladder bag up. So that was really nice of them to do that for me. It was well needed because that was over 13 miles from that Pinal County hose bib this morning. That's a long carry, 13 miles. I still had water left, but it was like warm. Maybe a half a liter left, warm water, and I was dying to get water. So it's nice and cold. I got 3 liters to get me to camp. So it's a challenging day, low on water, and 100+ degree temperatures. Not a ton of climbing, but when it's that hot, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You're out in the sun. So anyway, can't wait to get to camp here. We'll still get in a pretty decent time. I'm guessing 4:35. We're like just under 3 miles to camp. So we'll see you there. Here's what a saguaro looks like when it's dead, I guess. It's a lot of like wood. You can make stuff out of this. We have stuff in our house that's made out of this stuff. The ribs of a saguaro. It's a wood type like product. It's really cool. A lot with it. You can stain it and build little things with it. Anyway, this is a big one though. Look how long that thing was. That's got to be 30 feet long. All right. We did it. Found a spot here. I had to clear it out a little bit, but it'll work. This is home for the night. We're just down away from the river there, so I'm gonna go get a bunch of water. That water I got there at the last stop got warm in about 20 minutes, and it was really cold coming out of the river. So the trail just came down here, and so we're like right off the trail, but this isn't a bad spot. It's got to kick a little bit of trees around, and looks like these are old ant hills. I don't see any ants. I'll check back when I got my dinner going. 5 o'clock, so it was a long day. Started at 7:09, And my mileage per hour was not great because it was just so darn hot. This is the hottest day that we've had. It was probably, I don't know, 105, I guess. And it's finally going to start cooling down here as we get closer to Superior. It's supposed to be windy tomorrow and then Sunday down in the 80s or something. So we're getting there. I get to camp near this tonight. I'm probably going to come back here about 5 times to fill up my 3-liter bladder. Easy. I'm just dying of thirst. I'll drink the first 3 liters and I'll come back and fill again. Pretty awesome. I'd almost love to just lie down in the water there. Gosh, it's probably not really refreshing. I'm gonna wrap it up tonight. I got my A's hat. We're all ready for the season here. Let me see if I can flip this around. Hold on. Okay, we're right off the trail right here. We're sitting on a rock. Our campsite's just down below there. You can't really see it, I don't think. Anyway, this has got a good rock seat. I always like to have a rock to sit on, so got my dinner going. I'm gonna have barbecue chicken and mashed potatoes. It's gonna be awesome. And got my tea, gonna be prepared. It's getting dark. It's a little later than I wanted to be here, but it's okay. It's a beautiful place with the river right there, as you saw earlier. So I'm gonna sign off and we'll see you guys in the morning. I actually saw a racer come by already. So they started in Superior, which is about 22 miles north of us. So I don't know what time the race started, but he's got 20 some miles under his belt already. He actually had a backpack, and I don't know what they're gonna do, whether they're gonna sleep a little bit or what, but we'll talk to you in the morning. This is Kearney's Ray High School. I was hoping they'd have a game, but they had one last night. And I think they're on spring break because there's nobody here. It's 4 o'clock. So they must have given them off practice today. I'm going to hang around a little bit. I was hoping to get a little bit of highlights of practicing, but I'm trying to visit all the different high schools. I'm going to hang a little bit. We'll be back in touch. They got a good team. They're 1A, but they're very good.